but at least strong and potentially damaging winds of 50 to 60 miles per hour that could produce some downed trees and power lines. Now that you've come back out here, I'm going to make you go back in there, Corey. I apologize. The rotation, let's take a look at the rotational markers on this. The NROT, what we call, this is NROT. Okay, that's great. Rotational. These are rotational velocities. So this is where we might have a little bit of rotation. A little south of Orange Park, this is right where the tornado warning is, and then a little bit to the east of Orange Park, and then also has just crossed the St. Johns River here a little bit north of 295. So each place here where you see a little bit of blue would be an indication of what would be weak rotation. And when I've seen tornadoes here in Jacksonville and northeastern Florida, these rotational markers, these spots of rotation are typically quite a bit stronger than this and also have some color in there. So it seems to me more likely that we're seeing straight line winds out of this system that would produce maybe a downed tree or power line versus a tornado. But in a situation like this with an atmosphere like we have, you can very suddenly get rotation and a tornado could try to form. And that's why the tornado warning is in effect right now for southern Duval, northern and northeastern Clay, and northwestern portions of St. Johns County as these storms move east at about 30 to 35 miles per hour. Let's go back to 5-Sweep First Alert Doppler HD and track these through your neighborhood, Corey. Let's track first the circulation, and then we'll track some of this heavy rainfall too. Also of note, and you'll notice it here on the wider view, there's a little circulation, a little low pressure area that's been moving east too, and you can kind of see it rotate through northern Duval County in the last few minutes. And that's helping to maintain this one single storm. I mean, there's been no other severe weather warnings with this line today since at least late this morning, except for this one particular cell that's moving to the east. And we've got a quick little update, I think, Corey.
So they're continuing with the tornado warning at 4:12. So that was a minute ago. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Mandarin, moving east at 40 miles per hour. So over Mandarin, looks like the area of concern generally has crossed the St. Johns River.
I'm sorry, Corey.
Looks like the area of concern has crossed the St. Johns River,
right
now over Mandarin.
Yeah, and which is pretty much what we've been talking about with that rotation as it moves to the east. So let's take a look at the velocities, and we'll track what is a very broad circulation now. Looks like a couple areas, maybe east of Middleburg, and then also southwest of Bay Meadows here, which would be the main one along 295. And I think the storm trackers turned around and headed that way now. And that would put it into Fleming Island right now. Fruit Cove at 422, Ponte Vedra, potential for some strong winds at about 435. So getting to the coast, Baptist Health neighborhood at about 445, and then into Nocatee at about 445 with some stronger winds. We have had no reports of damage anytime recently with these storms. And I suspect this is mostly gusty winds right now. That's my hunch. But we still do have a tornado warning, technically, that is in effect, and that means we will stay on the air until that tornado warning is canceled, or we believe that you are completely in the clear where you live. If you're just joining us now, CBS 47, Fox 30 Action News Jax, it's continuing coverage now. Tornado warning, southern Duval, northeastern Clay, northern St. Johns County. If you're on 104.5 WOKV, and I see our on-air light on, so we are on radio side too. So for our radio listeners, we are concerned about the Buckman Bridge east to the southeast beltway at 295, 95 and 9B, 95 and 295. The best advice is just simply stay out of your car for just the next 15 to 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Just delay your trip, wait to hit the road, and then this storm will be gone and the danger will be too. We're also concerned about Highway 17, northwestern portions of St. Johns County, which of course parallels the St. Johns River. Highway 13 as well. Of course, they parallel each other on either side of the St. Johns River. And then Racetrack Road would be another concern, and all the way to Highway 1 or Phillips Highway, southeastern Duval, northwestern Clay County. In fact, let's zoom in with the wind on here now, and realize you'll get a blinding rain, some gusty winds. Corey's put the wind on here now. And again, I am not seeing a true significant circulation here at this point. You concur, Corey?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so, and moving to the east, so we're on street level mapping. Here's Old St. Augustine Road. Here's Racetrack Road. There's Fruit Cove and Mandarin. There's Scott Mill Road, Bay Meadows, I-295, I-95. There's 9B. And here's the area of gusty winds, strong winds, headed eastbound. So let's time that. Corey, it's a very broad area of gusty winds from Bay Meadows all the way down to Mandarin. So let's just time that out as it heads to the east at about a good 35 miles per hour, maybe between 35 and 40 miles per hour into Mandarin right now, as we've been saying. The Avenues Mall at about 423. There's an update on Ponte Vedra now at 437. And TPC Sawgrass now comes into view by about 440 with the potential for strong and gusty winds. Certainly some very heavy rainfall. We pulled the trigger on a first alert weather day this morning.
And we have the pictures from Tallahassee
Weather
ready.
Center, and that was because of storms that were approaching from the west. Corey telling me we now have the pictures from the storm as it moved through parts of the Panhandle. And there we go. You can see on the left-hand side, that's a hangar at the Tallahassee International Airport, and also a flipped plane kind of in the middle there. Those are both at the Tallahassee International Airport. As of a few hours ago, and I'm sorry I don't have a better update than that, unless John and Tanika have one.
Just before noon.
But the Tallahassee International Airport was still closed as of 1 to 1:30, but I do not know that that's changed since then. And then on the right-hand side of your screen here, as you look at the upper right-hand corner, the Buckman Bridge. In the middle is the First Alert Storm Tracker. And on the bottom side is our Orange Park First Alert Skycam network. And airport, John Bachman says, is back open, the Tallahassee International Airport. So some good news there, though they have suffered some damage. First Alert Storm Tracker in the middle there, and there's the Orange Park First Alert Skycam on the lower right. Let's see if we have anything interesting on that one. It's looking right into the teeth of this storm, if you will. So let's take a look at the Orange Park First Alert Skycam network. Full here, if we may, and I'll show you exactly what we're seeing here, which is my guess, a lot of low-grade clouds, which is what we're seeing. There you can see, looking, this is north-northeast, looking across the St. Johns River. Off in the distance there would be the Buckman Bridge, and I'm not seeing anything suspicious there when it comes to clouds. No indications of a circulation. Again, this is a pretty broad and weak circulation. I suspect the tornado warning is going to be discontinued early. Corey is kind of panning here to the east or to the right with the First Alert Storm Tracker. Now what comes into view is the other side of the St. Johns River. So we're looking towards St. Johns and southeastern Duval County now from what would technically be Clay County.
We're looking right at Mandarin there on the other side, which last update, that's where the center of circulation, or at least the most serious part of this storm, is located. Mike, as we've been saying, there hasn't appeared to be anything very serious with this. Tornado warning now been canceled for Clay, Duval, and St. Johns County. Mike?
Okay, so we're going to get back to regular programming, which will be our newscast, because John and Tanika are waiting to do their thing. So we're going to head right over there for just a minute for a news update. But just quickly, let me update you on the heavy rain working eastbound. Let's zoom in just a little bit here, Corey. Plenty of rain, still an isolated severe weather threat, but I don't think we're going to see anything real significant severe weather-wise. This is pretty spread out now. Let's time the heavy rain from northern St. Johns County to just west of Nocatee into central Clay County, Corey, as this moves to the east. And then we'll go back to our regular newscast and CBS back to regular programming. You can see the movement here to the east. So that's going to put it into Baptist Health neighborhood in 3 minutes, Nocatee at 4:22, White's Ford at 4:40, and Guano River State Park at 4:47. For our CBS 47 Action News Jax audience, we'll be back on the air with the latest news, of course, beginning at the top of the hour at 5 p.m. We'll update you and break in as necessary, though, earlier if we need to. Fox 30 Action News Jax will continue with our newscast, and on 104.5 WOKV, we'll continue to give you First Alert weather updates as needed as well. John, Tanika?
Mike, thank you very much. A good reminder to download the First Alert Weather app, the Action News Jax First Alert Weather app. That's on your phone. You get Mike's forecast. You get live updates on these storms. You can track them on your phone. New tonight, St. Augustine Beach police want to talk to two women who may have tried to lure a child into a car.
Action News Jax Paige Kelton joins us live now. And Paige, the child says that they use ice cream as a ploy.
Yeah, and this isn't the first time. St. Augustine Beach police say Tuesday, just yesterday, two women tried to get a little boy into their car, but instead he went home and he told mom and dad. I want to show you exactly